Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends. Welcome to Buckton Towers on this glorious evening. We recently played a gig at the House of Dun up near Montrose in Aberdeenshire. So I can say with confidence that this is a glorious evening. Friends, the festival players began 40 years ago this year at the Three Choirs Festival, hence the name, largely a classical music festival based at the cathedral cities of Gloucester, Hereford and Worcester. The folk there decided they would like some Shakespeare, so a group of amateur performers got together and performed Romeo and Juliet. The company evolved over many years, eventually becoming a professional company, often blending a mix of young actors cutting their theatrical teeth with those of us that are a bit longer in the tooth. Touring these great stories, the length and breadth of this island and overseas too. When I did my first tour with the company 10 years ago, a group of 6 actors would gather together to take on all of the roles in the Shakespeare play being offered that year. This year, for various reasons, as we approached the rehearsal, a few changes here and there, a group of 5 of us gathered together to take on the 17 roles in As You Like It. A challenge for sure, one that we relished. Towards the end of the 16th century, a group of travelling players rocked up in Stratford-upon-Avon. In the audience that evening, it's believed that a young man passionate about the theatre would have been present. Some say that the events of that evening may have given him his first opportunity to travel with a group of players or even to tread the boards. We don't know so much about that. We do know that the players arrived, and we do know that one of their number addressed the audience and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, very sorry to announce, but one of our number has become incapacitated." It's a slight understatement because he was murdered in a bar brawl the previous evening. Sadly, one of our number recently became incapacitated. I can reassure you he was not murdered in a bar brawl, but he did have a stint in hospital. Glad to say he's recovering now, but unable to be with us for the rest of the tour. This is our penultimate show in the UK here. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the roller coaster ride, because the show had to go on. You are about to experience As You Like It, not with 6 actors, not with 5 actors, but with 4 actors taking on the 17 roles. You may spot on occasion a script on the stage because an actor is playing a role they hadn't expected to play until very recently. Not too much of that now. On another occasion, perhaps an actor having a conversation with themselves for a little while before changing hat, and it becomes clear who they're talking to. They haven't gone mad, playing 2 roles at the same time. One character to point out to you is that of Duke Senior, who will be played by one actor in the first half and a different actor in the second half. So don't be confused by that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will enjoy this enchanting story, see new layers of comedy revealed. We present to you As You Like It, not as we planned it.
As I remember, Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will but for 1,000 crowns. And as thou sayest, charge my brother on his blessing to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. My brother Jacques, he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. For my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here at home and kept. I will no longer endure it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart, Adam. Thou shalt hear how he will shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
Marry, sir, be better employed, and be naught a while.
Shall I keep your hogs and eat husks with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that I should come to such penury?
Know you where you are, sir?
Oh, sir, very well. Here in your orchard.
Well, know you before whom, sir?
Aye, better than him I am, before knows me.
What, boy?
Oh, come, elder brother, you are too young in this.
Wilt thou lay hands on me, villain?
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys. He was our father. And he is thrice a villain that says such a father begot villains. If thou wert not my brother, I would not take this hand from my throat till this other had pulled out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Sweet masters, be patient, for your father's remembrance be at accord.
Let me go, I say!
I will not, till I please you shall hear me. My father charged you in his will to give me a good education. You've trained me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding from me all gentlemanlike qualities. The spirit of my father grows strong in me, and I will no longer endure it. Therefore allow me such exercises as may become a gentleman, or give me the poor lottery that my father left me by testament, and with that I will go by my fortunes.
And what will thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, get you in, sir. I shall not long be troubled with you. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you leave me.
I will no further offend you than becomes me for my good.
Get you with him, you old dog.
Is old dog my reward?
Most true, I have lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master. He would not have spoke such a word.
Is it even so? Begin you to grow upon me? I will physic your rankness and yet give no 1,000 crowns neither.
Good morrow to your worship.
Good Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
There's no news at the court, sir, but the old news. That is the old Duke is banished by his younger brother, the new Duke, and 3 or 4 loving lords have put themselves into voluntary exile with him.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the Duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
She is at the court, and no less beloved of her uncle than his own daughter, and never 2 ladies loved as they do.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he's already in the forest of Arden, and a many merry men with him. And there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many young gentlemen flock to him every day.
What, you wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Marry do I, sir. And I came to acquaint you with a matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath a disposition to come in disguised against me to try a fall. Your brother is but young and tender, and for your love I would be loath to foil him.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love to me, which thou shalt find I will most kindly requite. I had myself notice of my brother's purpose herein. I tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good part, and a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. I had as lief, Charles, thou didst break his neck as his finger.
If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment. If he ever go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more. And so God keep your worship.
Farewell. Good Charles. Now will I stir this gamester. I hope I shall see an end of him, for my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he's gentle, never schooled, yet learned, full of noble device, and of all sorts enchantingly beloved, indeed so much in the heart of the world, especially mine own people who best know him, that I am altogether misprized. Well, it shall not be so long. This wrestler will clear all. Nothing remains but that I kindle the boy thither, which now I'll go about.
I pray thee, Rosalind, sweet my coz, be merry.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet I were merrier? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me how to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. If my uncle thy banished father had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, so thou hadst still been with me, I could have taught my love to take thy father for mine. So wouldst thou, if the truth of thy love to me was so righteously tempered as mine is to thee.
Well, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have, and truly when he dies, you shall be his heir. For what he hath taken away from your father by force, I will render you again in affection. By my honour I will, and when I break that oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, coz, and devise sports. Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Marry, I pray thee do to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest.
Why? What shall be our sport then?
Mistress! You must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
No, by mine honour, but I was bid to come for you. Fair princess, you've lost much good sport.
Sport? Of what colour?
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you've lost the sight of.
Oh, you tell us the manner of the wrestling?
There comes an old man and his 3 sons. The eldest fought with Charles, the Duke's wrestler, which Charles in a moment threw him and broke 3 of his ribs. that there's little hope of life in him. And so he served the second, and so the third. Yonder they lie, the poor old man their father making such pitiful dole over them, that all the beholders take his part with weeping. Thus men may grow wiser every day.
Shall we see this wrestling, cousin?
You must, if you stay here, for this is the place appointed for the wrestling. And they're ready to perform it.
Yonder! Here they come! Oh, let us stay and see it. Is yonder the man? Alas, he's young, but he looks successfully.
How now, cousin? Have you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give me leave.
You'll take little delight in it, I can tell you. There's such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Speak to him, cousin. See if you can move him.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, for he is the general challenger. I come but in as others do to try him with the strength of my youth.
Gentlemen, your spirits are too bold. You've seen cruel proof of this man's strength. I pray you give over this attempt. Your reputation shall not, therefore, be misprized. I will make it my suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, but let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial, wherein if I be foiled, there is but one shamed that was never gracious, if killed, but one dead that was willing to be so. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world, no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill up a place which may be better supplied when I have made it empty.
The little strength that I have, I would it were with you. Now, fare you well.
Come! Where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother earth?
Ready, sir, but he will have in it a more modest working.
You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace, you shall not entreat him to a second. Thou so mightily persuaded him from a first.
And you mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before. Now, script down and come your ways.
Now, Hercules be thy speed, young man. Down! Oh, I will have invisible to catch the strong fellow by the leg. Excellent, young man. If I had a thunderbolt in my eye, I could tear this ship down.
No more! No more!
Yes, I beseech your grace, I am not yet well breathed.
How dost thou, Charles? Bear him away. What's thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys.
I wouldst thou had been son to some man else. The world esteem thy father honourable, but I do find him still mine enemy. Thou wouldst have pleased me more with this deed, hadst thou descended from another house. But thou art a gallant youth, fare thee well. I wouldst thou had told me of a different father.
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and would not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Roland as his soul. Had I before known this young man his son, I'd have given him tears unto entreaty that he should thus have ventured.
Gentle cousin, let us go thank him and encourage him. My father's wrath and envious disposition sticks me at heart.
Sir, you have well deserved
If you do keep your promises in love, but justly, as you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me. One out of suits with fortune who could give more, but that her hand lacks means. Shall we go, cuz?
I fare you well, fair gentlemen.
Can I not say I thank you? And my better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up is but a quintain, a mere lifeless block.
Oh, look, he calls us back. My pride fell with my fortunes. I'll ask him what he would. You called, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Have with you. Fare you well.
Oh, what passion hangs these weights upon my tongue! Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown!
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you've deserved high commendation, true applause and love, but such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you've done.
I thank you, sir, and pray you, tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke that here was at the wrestling?
Neither is daughter if we judge by manners, but yet the taller is his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duke, and here detained by her usurping uncle. Of late this Duke hath taken much displeasure against his gentle niece, and on my life his malice toward her will suddenly break forth. Good sir, fare you well.
I rest much bound unto you. Fare you well. Thus must I from the smoke into the smother, from a tyrant duke unto a tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind!
Why, cousin, why, Rosalind? Is it possible on such a sudden you should fall into so strong a liking with all Sir Roland's youngest son?
The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase I should hate him. For my father hated his father dearly, yet I hate not Orlando.
No, faith, hate him not, for my sake.
Why should I? Doth he not deserve well?
Well, then let me love him for that. And do you love him? Because I do. Oh, look, here comes the Duke.
With his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste, and get you from our court.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin. Within these 10 days, if that thou be found so near our public court as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace. Let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. Never so much as in a thought unborn did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter, there's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom, so was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it from our kin, what's that to me? My father was no traitor.
Dear father, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia, we stayed her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along.
I did not then entreat to have her stay, but now I know her. If she be a traitor, why so am I? We still have slept together, rose at an instant, learned, played, eat together, and wheresoever we went, like Juno's swans, we still went coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee. And her smoothness, her very silence, and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. You are a fool. She robs thee of thy name. And thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy mouth. Firm and irrevocable is my doom which I passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. Mistress, provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honour and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Oh, my poor Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. I charge thee, be not thou more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not, cousin. Prithee be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter?
Well, that he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love which teacheth thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir. Say what thou canst, I'll go along with thee.
Why, whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas! What danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
I'll put myself in poor and mean attire, and with a kind of umber smirch my face. The like do you, so shall we pass along and never stir assailants.
Were it not better, because that I am more than common tall, that I did suit me all points like a man,
What shall I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page, and therefore, look, you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called?
Something that hath a reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Aliena.
But cousin, what if we essayed to steal the clownish fool out of your father's court? Would he not be a comfort to our travel?
He'll go along o'er the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. Let's away to liberty and not to banishment.
Who's there? What, my young master? Oh, you memory of old Sir Roland! Why, what make you here? Your praises come too swiftly home before you. Know you not, master, to some kinds of men, their graces serve them but as enemies.
Why, what's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth! Come not within these doors, within this roof the enemy of all your graces lives. Your brother hath heard your praises, and this night he means to burn the lodging where you used to lie, and you within it. If he fail of this, he will have other means to cut you off. I overheard him in his practices.
Why? Whither, Adam, wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whither, so you come not here. I have 500 crowns, the thrifty hire I saved under your father. Take that and let me be your servant. Though I look old, yet I am strong and lusty. For in my youth I never did apply hot and rebellious liquors in my blood. Therefore my age is as a lusty winter, frosty but kindly. Let me go with you, I'll do the service of a younger man in all your business and necessities.
Oh, good old man, how well in thee appears the constant service of the antique world. Thou art not for the fashion of these times, when none will sweat but for promotion. But come thy ways, we'll go along together, and here we have thy youthful wages spent. We'll light upon some settled low content.
Master, go on, and I will follow thee to the last gasp with truth and loyalty.
Oh, Jupiter, how weary are my spirits.
I care not for my spirits if my legs were not weary.
I could find it in my heart to disgrace my man's apparel, to cry like a woman. But I must comfort the weaker vessel, as doublet and hose ought to show itself courageous to petticoat. Therefore, courage, good Aliena.
I pray you bear with me, I can go no further.
For my part, I would rather bear with you than bear you.
Well, this is the Forest of Arden.
Aye, Now am I in Arden? Arden! Arden! More fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place, but travellers must be content.
Aye, be so. Good touchstone. Look you, who comes here? A young man and an old in solemn talk.
That is the way to make her scorn you still.
Oh, Corin, that thou knewest how I do love her.
I partly guess, for I have loved her now.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess, though in thy youth thou wast as true a lover as ever sighed upon the midnight pillow. How many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn to by thy fantasy?
Into 1,000 I have forgotten.
Oh, thou didst then never love so heartily. If thou rememberest not even the slightest folly that ever love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved. Phoebe! Phoebe! Phoebe!
Alas, poor shepherd, searching of thy wound, I have by hard adventure found mine own.
And I mine. That we that are true lovers run into strange capers. But as all is mortal in nature, so is all nature in love mortal in folly.
Thou speakest wise and thou'rt whereof.
Nay, I shall ne'er beware of my own wit till I break my shins against it.
Jove. Oh, Jove. This shepherd's passion is much upon my fashion.
And mine. It grows something stale with me.
I pray you, one of you, question yon man if he for gold will give us any food. I faint almost to death.
Hola! You, clown!
Peace, fool. He's not thy kinsman.
Who calls?
Your betters, sir.
Else are they very wretched.
Peace, I say.
Good even to you, sir.
And to you, fair sir, and to you all.
I prithee, shepherd, if that love or gold may in this desert place by entertainment bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here is a young maid, with travel much oppressed, and faints for succour.
Fair sir, I pity her, and wish for her sake more than for my own my fortunes were more able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man, and do not share the fleeces that I graze. My master is of churlish disposition. Besides, his cot, his flock, and bounds of feed are now on sale, and at our sheep cot now, by reason of his absence, there is nothing that you will feed on but what is, come see, and in my voice most welcome shall you be.
I like this place and willingly could waste my time in it.
What is he that shall buy his flock and pasture?
That young swain that you saw here but ere while, that little cares for buying anything.
I pray thee, if it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage, the pasture, and the flock, and thou shalt have to pay for it of us.
Assuredly, the thing is to be sold. Now, go with me, and if you like upon the port, the soil, the profits, and this kind of life, I will your very faithful feeder be and buy it with your gold right suddenly.
Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note to the bird's sweet throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he stay. No enemy but winter and rough weather.
More, I prithee more.
Look, it'll make you melancholy, Monsieur Jaques.
I thank it, I can suck melancholy out of a song as a weasel sucks eggs. More, I prithee more.
Look, it's my voice is ragged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me, I do desire you to sing. Come, more. Another stanza.
call you them stanzas?
What you will, Monsieur Jaques.
Nay, I care not for their names, they owe me nothing. Will you sing?
More at your request than to please myself.
Well then, if ever I thank any man, I'll thank you. Come, sing.
Well, I'll finish the song. Sir, cover the while. The Duke will drink under this tree. He hath been all this day to look for you.
And I have been all this day to avoid him. He is too disputable for my company. Come, warble, come.
Who doth ambition shun and loves to hoop in the sun, seeking the food he eats, be pleased with what he gets.
Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather.
I'll give you a verse to this note that I made yesterday in despite of my own invention.
And I'll sing it.
Thus it goes. If it do come to pass that any man turn ass, leaving his wealth and ease, a stubborn will to please, Duke dummy, Duke dummy, Duke dummy, here shall he see gross fools as he, and he will come to me.
Duke dummy, Duke dummy, Duke dummy. Here shall he see gross fools as he, and he will come to me. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. No enemy but winter and rough weather.
Now, what's that Duke Dammy?
'Tis a Greek invocation to call fools into a circle. I'll go sleep if I can. If I cannot, I'll rail against all the firstborn of Egypt.
And I'll go fetch the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy.
Dear master, I can go no further. Oh, I die for food. Here lie I down and measure out my grave. Farewell, kind master.
Why, how now, Adam? No greater heart in thee. Live a little. Comfort a little. Cheer thyself a little. If this uncouth forest yield anything savage, I will either be food for it, or bring it for food to thee. Hold death a while at the arm's end, and if I bring thee not something to eat, then I give thee leave to die. But if thou diest before I come, thou art a mocker of my labour. Yet thou liest in the bleak air. Come, I will bear thee to some shelter.
Hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free from peril than the envious court? I would not change it. Why? How now, monsieur? What look you merrily?
A fool, a fool. I met a fool in the forest. A motley fool. A miserable world. As I do live by food, I met a fool who laid him down and basked him in the sun and railed on Lady Fortune in good terms. Good morrow, fool, quoth I. No, sir, quoth he, call me not fool till heaven hath sent me fortune. And then he drew a dial from his poke, and looking on it with lackluster eye, says very wisely, it is 10 o'clock. 'Tis but an hour ago since it was 9. And after 1 hour more 'twill be 11. And so from hour to hour we ripe, and then from hour to hour we rot, and thereby hangs a tale. When I did hear the motley fool thus moral on the time, my lungs began to crow like chanticleer, that fools should be so deep contemplative. Oh, that I were a fool! I am ambitious for a motley coat.
Thou shalt have one.
It is my only suit, provided that you weed your better judgments of all opinion that grows rank in them that I am wise. Give me leave to speak my mind, and I will through and through cleanse the foul body of the infected world, if they will patiently receive my medicine.
Fie on thee! I can tell what thou wouldst do.
What for a counter would I do but good?
Most mischievous foul sin in chiding sin. For thou thyself hast been a libertine, as sensual as the brutish sting itself, and all the embossed sores and headed evils that thou, with license of free foot, hast caught, wouldst thou disgorge into the general world.
Forbear and eat no more,
Why, I have eaten none yet.
nor shalt not till to necessarily be served.
Of what kind should this cock come of?
Art thou thus boldened, man, by thy distress? Or else a rude despiser of good manners, that in civility thou seemst so empty?
You touched my vein at first. The thorny point of bare distress hath taken from me the show of smooth civility. Yet am I inland bred and know some nurture. But forbear, I say. He dies that touches any of this fruit till I and my affairs are answered.
And thou wilt not be answered with reason. I must die.
Oh, what would you have? Your gentleness shall force more than your force move us to gentleness.
I almost die for food, and let me have it.
Sit down and feed. Welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently. Oh, pardon me, I pray you. I thought all things had been savage here.
True is it that we have seen better days.
Then, but forbear your food a little while as like a doe I go find my fawn to give it food. There's an old man who after me hath many a weary step limped in pure love, till he be first sufficed. Oppressed with two weak evils, age and hunger, I will not touch a bit.
You'll go and find him out, and we will nothing waste till your return.
I thank ye and be blessed for your good comfort.
Thou seest, we are not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theatre presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play in.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His act being 7 ages, at first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths, and bearded like the pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble, reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world's too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
welcome. Leave there your venerable burden and let him feed.
Thank you mostly.
You're most welcome. Fall to. Fall to. I will not trouble you as yet to question you about your fortunes. Cousin, give us some music. Good sir, my cousin and I shall sing for thee.
The winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy truth is not so keen, because thou art not seen through thy breath be rude. Hey ho, sing hey ho. Whose friendship is flaming, most loving if folly, then hey ho, holy, this life is most jolly. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky, that does not lie so nigh, its benefits forgot. Though thou the waters roar, thy sting is not so sharp as friend remember not. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green honey. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Then hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly. This life is most jolly. If that you were the good Sir Roland's son, be truly welcome hither. I am the Duke that loved your father. Go to my cave and tell me the residues of your fortune. Give me your hand and let me your fortunes understand. Orlando! 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 But look to it. Find out thy brother wheresoe'er he is. Seek him with candle. Bring him dead or living within this 12-month, or turn thou no more to seek a living in our territory, thy lands, and all things that thou calls thine, worth seizure do we seize into our hands, till thou canst quit thee by thy brother's mouth with what we think against thee. Oh, that your highness knew my heart in this. I never loved my brother in my life. Orlando! Orlando!
Hang there my verse, in witness of my love. And thou, thrice crowned Queen of Nights, survey with thy chaste eye from thy pale sphere above thy huntress's name that my full life doth sway. O Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and in their barks my thoughts I'll character, so that every eye which in this forest looks shall see thy virtue witnessed everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, carve in every tree the fair, the chaste, and the unexpressive she. And how like you the shepherd's life, Master Touchstone?
Truly, shepherd. In respect of itself, it's a good life. In respect it's a shepherd's life, it is naught. In respect it's solitary, I like it very well. In respect it's not in the court, it's very tedious. As it is a spare life, oh, look you! It fits my humour well. But as there is no more plenty in it, it goes much against my stomach. Oh. Hast any philosophy in thee, shepherd?
No more but that the property of rain is to wet, and fire to burn, and that good pasture makes fat sheep, and that a great cause of the night is lack of sun.
Such a one is a natural philosopher. Wast ever in court, shepherd?
No, truly.
Oh, well, then truly thou art damned.
For not being at court, your reason?
If thou wast never at court, thou never saw us good manners. If thou never saw us good manners, thy manners must be wicked, and wickedness is sin, and sin is damnation!
Not a whit, Touchstone. The behaviour at the court is as ridiculous in the country as the behaviour of the country is most mockable at court. You told me you salute not at court, but you kiss your hands. Now that courtesy would be uncleanly if courtiers were shepherds.
Instance. Briefly, come, instance.
Why, we're still handling our ewes, and their fells, you know, are greasy.
But do not your courtiers' hands sweat? And is not the grease of a mutton as wholesome as the sweat of a man? Oh, shallow. A better instance, I say, come.
Besides, our hands are hard.
Well, your lips will feel them the sooner. Mwah. Shallow again. Another instance, come.
You have too courtly a wit for me. I'll rest. Sir, I am a true labourer. I earn that I eat, get that I wear, owe no man's hate, envy no man's happiness. And the greatest of my pride is to see my ewes graze and my lambs suck.
That is another simple sin in you. To bring your ewes and your rams together and to offer to get your living from the copulation of cattle. Thou beest not damned for this. The devil himself will have no shepherds. I cannot see how thou shouldst escape.
Oh, look! Here comes young Master Ganymede, my new mistress's brother.
From the east to western Ind, no jewel is like Rosalind. Let no face be kept in mind,
But the fair of Rosalind.
I can rhyme you so, 8 years together.
Out, fool.
For a taste, if a hart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosaline. Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosaline. Sweetest nut and sourest rind, such a nut is Rosaline. This is the very false gallop of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fool. I found them on a tree.
Truly, the tree yields bad fruit.
Peace. Here comes my sister reading. Stand aside.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled, no. Tongues I'll hang on every tree that shall civil sayings show. Some have violated vows twixt the souls of friend and friend, but upon the fairest boughs are at every sentence end. Will I, Rosalinda, write, teaching all that read to know the quintessence of every sprite, heaven would in little show.
Oh, most gentle pulpiter, what tedious homily of love have you wearied your parishioners withal?
Oh no, back friends, shepherd, go off a little. Go with him, Cyril.
Come, good shepherd, let us make an honourable retreat.
Didst thou hear these verses?
Yes, I heard them, and more too, for some of them had in them more feet than the verses would bear.
But didst thou hear without wondering how thy name should be hanged and carved upon these trees?
I was 7 of the 9 days of the wonder till you came, for look here, what I found hanging on a palm tree. I was never so berhymed since Pythagoras' time.
Know you who hath done this?
Was it a man?
And a chain that you once wore about his neck. Change you colour.
I prithee who?
Is it
possible.
Nay, I prithee now, with the most petitionary vehemence, you tell me who it is.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, and most wonderful, wonderful.
Tell me who quickly and speak apace. What manner of a man?
It is young Orlando, he that tripped up the restless heels into your heart both in an instant.
Nay, but the devil take mocking. Speak now, sad brow and true maid.
In faith, 'cause 'tis he,
Orlando.
Orlando.
Alas, the day! What shall I do with my doublet and hose? What did he when thou sawest him? How looked he? What said he? Did he ask for me? How parted he with thee? And when shalt thou see him again? Answer me in one word.
You must borrow me Gargantua's mouth first.
Looked he as freshly as the day he wrestled?
I found him under a tree like a dropped acorn.
Oh, it may well be called Jove's tree when it drops forth such fruit.
There he lay, stretched along like a wounded knight.
Oh, although it be a pity to see such a sight, it well becomes the ground.
He was furnished like a hunter.
Ominous, he comes to kill my heart.
I would sing my song without a burden. Thou bringest me out of tune.
Well, do you not know I am a woman? When I think I must speak. Sweet, say on!
You bring me out soft. Comes he not here?
'Tis he. Slink by and note him.
Therefore heaven, nature charged, that one body should be filled with all graces wide and large. Nature presently distilled Helen's cheek, but not her heart, for Atalanta's better part.
I thank you for your company, but I pray you, mar no more trees with writing your love songs in their barks.
I pray you, mar no more of my verses with reading them ill-favouredly.
Rosalind is your lady's name.
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
There was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
Just as high as my heart.
You are full of pretty answers. Will you sit down with me, and we two will rail against our mistress the world and all our misery?
I will not chide breather in the world but myself, against whom I know most faults.
The worst fault you have is to be in love.
'Tis a fault I would not change for your best virtue. I am weary of you.
I'll tarry no longer with you, good Signor Love.
I'm glad of your departure. Adieu, Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him, and like a saucy lackey, under that habit, play the knave with him.
Do you hear, Forrester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you. What is the clock?
You should ask me what time of day. There's no clock in the forest.
Oh, then there's no true lover in the forest. Else, sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
Why not the swift foot of time? Had not that been as proper?
Oh, by no means, sir. Time travels in diverse paces, with diverse persons. I'll tell you who time trots withal.
I prithee, who doth he trot withal?
Marry. He trots hard with a young maid between the contract of her marriage and the day it is solemnized. If the inn should be but 7 nights, time's pace is so hard, it seems the length of 7 years.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
Here, in the skirts of the forest, like fringe upon a petticoat.
Your accent is something finer than you could purchase in so removed a dwelling.
I've been told so of many. But indeed, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth an inland man, one who knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I've heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I'm not a woman, to be touched with so many giddy offences as he hath generally taxed their whole sex withal.
Can you remember any of the principal evils that he laid to the charge of women?
They were none principal, every one fault seeming monstrous, till his fellow folk came to match
I
it.
prithee, recount some of them.
Nay, nay, I will not cast away my physic on but those that are sick. There is a man haunts the forest, who abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind in their barks. Hangs odes upon hawthorns, elegies upon brambles, all, forsooth, deifying the name of Rosalind. Now, if I could meet this fancy monger, I'd give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am he. That is so love-shaped. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
Ah, but you have none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love. In which cage of rushes I'm sure you are not prisoner.
What were his marks?
Why?
A lean cheek,
Which you have not. A blue eye. And sunken. Which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. And then your host should be unguarded, your shoes should be untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you are no such man.
Fair youth, I could make thee believe I love.
Me believe it? You would as well make her that you love believe it. But in good sooth, are you he that hangs the verses on the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am he. That unfortunate he.
But are you so much as in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness. Yet I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes, one. And in this manner. He was to imagine me, his love, his mistress. And I set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, would grieve, be effeminate, changeable, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, now weep for him, then spit at him, that I drave my suitor from his mad humour of love into a living humour of madness, which was to forswear the full stream of the world and to live in a nook merely monastic. And thus I cured him. And in this way will I take it upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound sheep's heart, that there may not be one spot of love left in it.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you if you would but call me Rosalind and come every day to my cot to woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me where it is.
Go with me to it, and I'll show you. And by the way, you shall tell me where it is in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, fair youth.
Oh, nay. You must call me Rosalind.
The first half endeth, as you see. 'Tis time to go and take a pee. To learn about the lover's fate, do come back and don't be tardy. 15 minutes, everybody.
Within